guys? It's Breezy here, and in this segment of Talks with Breezy, I'm doing a special interview with two people from the group Unmasked. I got Live here, and I got Soultre here. All right, so we got Soultre here, and we got Live here. How you guys doing?
Sweet.
Doing all right.
Doing good. All right, so tell me and tell the viewers a little bit about the group and what you guys do.
I'm Live. I'm a producer, rapper, composer, just a DIY type of artist.
Yes, Soultre, of course. So I am a producer, composer, DIY artist, just up and coming. Just trying to do our thing out here.
All right, so tell me, who came up with the group? Was it a collaboration?
Actually, I came up with the idea of creating a collective sort of deal after listening to Soultre's and Breezy's documentary that you guys have been working on, and I heard a soundtrack for it. He showed me, and I was just in awe of his ability to grab and garner all these talented artists together to work on one life-changing project, and it was just surprising that this could happen because I was previously unaware of the talent in this area, and he opened my eyes to that, and now I am starting to think that there could be more artists, more creative people, more geniuses that just don't have the spotlight in a small city like Plano. So just came up with the idea, presented it to Tremaine Soultre, and he said mess with it. So we came upon Unmasked due to the sort of aura of capping and lying and deceit that small suburbs like these tend to have, and we just wanted to represent a group that sort of peels back that layer and shows the real people instead of just these two-faced and misintentioned people that's come off as good. But yeah, and then I presented it. Me and Soultre presented it to the rest of the members at the listening party for his doc.
All right, so how did you two get started with your individual skills? So Yanni, you do rapping, Soultre, you do producing. So let's start off with Soultre. How did you get started with the producing of beats and all that? Where did you get your skills from?
It actually started like way back middle school days. I started off with an app called eDJ. So basically it was a DJing app where I would take two records like a typical DJ would do, just take two records and play them, and kind of mush that sound together. So that's how I really kind of got started with producing. But music wise, I've always loved music, especially soul music. Because it just touches your soul, and that's how I kind of came up with my name too, Soultre.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Yeah, so but just by doing that and then getting GarageBand, started off with the iPhone. Then I really broke into really producing, I would say, 10th grade year. I started a job late 10th grade year. Then I started funding for my studio that I have here. Got my laptop, my Mac, downloaded Logic. Then got my distributor, DistroKid. Shout out to DistroKid, appreciate you. Yeah, and that's how I really just got into it. And then I ran into Yanni, and it really kicked off from there.
Yanni, tell me about how you started rapping.
So I started because it's sort of like the opposite from Tremaine. I didn't grow up with a music background. None of my family is really musicians. My parents are immigrants, so they aren't too accustomed to traditional American rap. So I didn't grow up with rap or a lot of these genres in the household, predominantly just Ethiopian and Eritrean music. So how I started getting the ideas around 10th grade year. I tried out for the basketball team, failed, and I was for a long time I thought I was going to be a hooper. Turns out I was ass, so it was just okay, I'm kind of stuck now, what do I do? I heard somebody, I'm not sure, it doesn't matter, but somebody was rapping over at this school. And I was just like, oh, this nigga can rap, this nigga is not talented. I'm like, I might as well try. Seems fun. And then sort of fell in love with it. I started producing only because I didn't want to pay for beats. Purely out of being broke.
Yeah.
But then I just learned to produce, learned to rap, learned to engineer, create cover art. I just learned how to do that all on my own.
So you went through like a little trial and error before you finally figured out what it was that you were good at and something that you really enjoyed doing.
Yeah, a lot of trial and error. Even within music itself, it took me a while to find the sound that I have now.
Yeah, and that's what it seems like. That's what everyone goes through before they find their good sound, something that they're really good at doing, which is really good. All right, so tell me a little bit about the goals and aspirations of the group Unmasked. What do you guys, what's your guys' goal in terms of the group and what you guys want to do with it?
Our goals with the group right now is, just trying to really just get noticed, kind of like push our sound out there. We got our YouTube thing going on, like kind of like the production side of Unmasked. With you, of course, with Talks with Breezy, then Black Girl Magic with Lex, and Donnie Reacts. Also, too, we kind of want to, just push ourselves like being more than just, music, really. Kind of like a creative project, all around. With music, but also, with projects and movies and documentaries, So
sort of like build on what he was saying. This was like, our goal is just to take over. Sort of change, sort of spawn a new sound, a new wave of do it yourself instead of going to a studio, going to a record label, just recording out of your bedroom. And we're also trying to put the greater Dallas, DFW metropolitan area on the map as the new mecca of hip-hop, sort of overtaking Atlanta. So yes, we have some major aspirations, but it's starting little by little, and I think we're on our way there. We have the talent. It's just a matter of doing it, putting our minds to it, and just praying.
Nice. So you're trying to establish. So I know what you're talking about. Like everyone knows like the ATL beats, the Bay Area beats. Now you're trying to establish like the Dallas area beats of a sort. That's what you're going for.
Not just the yes, that to a certain extent, and even like how right now, if you want to make it in hip hop, you're going to Atlanta.
Yeah.
We want to turn it into like, after we blow up, after our sound just takes over, people are like, okay, if I want to blow up in hip hop, I'm going to Dallas.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah, because not a lot of people are aware of the culture
Absolutely.
that we have here, and it's,
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful.
Trying to make yourself known, trying to make the Dallas area known that we got talent and culture down here. Makes total sense, man. All right, so Unmasked is a semi-large group. You guys got how many people in the group? Like, can you give me a number? 12 total. Wow. You got 12 people in the group. So tell me, how do y'all make sure that everyone is doing their part and pitching in to make the group successful?
Recently, before we were just so our basic I guess hierarchy sort of, I don't know if that's the right word, just like the way we set up the label, it's as me, myself as the leader, Soultre Tremaine as my number 2, pretty much just equal. I'm just a little bit more vocal with people, and I'm the face as a vocal artist too. So yeah, we just have me, Tremaine, and then we're just trying to before we were just sort of frantic, just trying to hit people up, just get in a group FaceTime call and try to send this, so blah 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 blah, just kind of all over the place. But recently we've really, with this quarantine, we don't have nothing better to do. We've really been on our shit. So we have, we split it sort of into groups. Oh, this would be perfect time to use the analogy. Breezy, do you watch The Office?
Yeah.
Okay, so think of this. Think of Unmasked as like The Office. So I'm Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Tremaine is Dwight.
Yeah.
Our artists, our singers, producers, etc., are our salesmen.
Mm-hmm.
The YouTube squad. Our YouTubers are our accountants.
Yeah.
And then you got our freelance sort of customer service squad, I guess, with the other people. So yeah, that's sort of how we break down like how we're keeping people together. And then we have Desiree sort of as our, if you want to go with the office analogy, receptionist, but in reality she's more of like a manager. She's on top of the schedule. She's got us on track, and so
yeah,
all thanks to her.
Great analogy with the office, by the way. I'm sure everyone enjoys that analogy. So really great job on that part.
Yeah,
so let me ask both of y'all a question. If a record label were to come up to you guys and offer you approximately 20 million or even more each to join their record label, but you had to leave Unmasked behind, what would you do?
I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't take the deal. I mean, because with everything that we have started, this is like an opportunity of ours. You know what I'm saying?
You the realist.
Like, why waste it?
The realist.
Yeah, no, but truly though, like, why waste it? Then, you know, talking about independent, just being independent is hard out here. I mean, just being an indie label. So, you know, I wouldn't take it, you know. I mean, I would really just keep on with this journey here. And probably, like, later down the road, like, things might change or something like that. But, you know, I'm Unmasked for the long haul. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is ours. You know?
So you're gonna stick with the group till the very end, is what I hear.
Yeah.
All right, Yanni, let me hear you.
Okay, so my end of the thing is no, because the 20 million I get is putting a cap on what I'm able to earn. And if you come with Unmasked, there's unlimited potential. So while there is a chance that it might be lower, I believe there's a higher chance that we can make more, and we can. 20 million right now is good, but you're going to be getting a steady income if you come over to Unmasked. I'm gonna be getting that 20 million every year. I don't need 20 million right now. Don't give me something to eat. I want to learn how to fish. You know, the sort of.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I feel you on that one.
Unmasked is, we got the racks. We finna have the bread coming in. Shit is 20
and
million.
You ain't capping for no one.
No, I ain't switch up. No, never switch up on a clip.
Never. Exactly. Never. How would you like to see Unmasked portrayed in the future? What things would you like to see happening in the group in the future?
That's actually a good question. You know, I would just love to see us just really just prosper, you know, kind of get into more of like a mainstream, you know, like where, you know, we're kind of like in the midst of everything, you know, with other celebrities maybe, you know. I kind of want to see ourselves just like branching off, much like how Our Future did maybe, or Pro Era, that's another good example, you know, with Joey Badass and all of them. You know, I just want to see us just prosper.
My end, I would like us to be associated, obviously, with good stuff, you know, just doing our due diligence. But also, I'd like to see, as with Breezy and Soultre's documentary, I would like us to be associated with furthering the education of mental health and its effects, and sort of just progressing the culture and the world as a whole. So it's just, I want to be associated with the doing good. Just have a really good legacy of Unmasked as not just a music thing, not just a YouTube thing, just like as a societal thing. People can find solace that there's people like us doing good for the world.
Yeah. Soultre, tell me about Trey 1 and the story behind that.
Okay. So Trey 1, Trey 1 came about when I had to push back the release to the documentary, the soundtrack, of course. Yeah. So, you know, with everything that's going on. So I released Trey 1 as kind of like a sound to what's to come to the documentary soundtrack. But, you know, that changed, you know, I kind of wanted, you know, just to express my sound in general. So, you know, they're 6 tracks each. They all semi-related to each other, I guess, in a way, just what I'm feeling in that time of doing it. you know, I really didn't have a story to it except for Lovebird off actually a Trey 2 that's about to come out this Friday. So stream when it comes out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Lovebird, you know, again, it tells a story to me, you know, with my circumstances, with my brain surgery that I had when I was a child. You know, I had a brain tumor. You know, and it kind of just, you know, kind of just expressing the story of, you know, how we're in like low states, but you know, it'll get better along the way. So, you know, I kind of use that story to where I am now as, you know, like as a look back to like if I'm ever in a down place, just look back at that like you came from a low place, you know, and you know God came and you know He made the situation better for you, and now you're a producer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When the doctor said, you know, you're not going to be able to lose your left side of your body, to now using your hands to, you know, produce, you know, create good music.
Yeah.
So, you know, I always look back at that as my inspiration and, you know, kind of as my, you know, inspiration for all my music, really.
Nice, man. Using everything to the full potential. And that's exactly what we like to hear. Tell me about some upcoming projects that the group has in store.
This week, as Trey put it, Trey 2's coming out Friday. We got the beat tape, you know, the fire, the heat coming out Friday.
Yes,
all
sir.
Streaming platforms. Better go stream that. I better see the numbers. I'll give you next Friday. I have a single coming out. You know, I'm gonna announce it. So next Friday, I have Nostalgia.
Nostalgia.
Right? Yeah, a track from my upcoming tape called Live One. You know, just gotta. It's a little bit. It's the sauce. I'm really dripping all over it. Just spitting the facts, sort of reminiscing. You know, nostalgia.
The soundtrack is coming up on
Yeah, the soundtrack, an adolescent state of mind.
Yes, sir.
Right? Your guys' documentary, which let's better see the streams mindless right now on SoundCloud. On Breezy with the numbers. So blessed. So yeah, that's a great single. If I can go into that a little bit, just a little moody R&B, just really reflecting on mental health. With you got Teresa on there, our singer. You got Soultre behind the boards with the beats. You got Nazareth on there. You got 2Times Baby, right?
Yeah, 2Time Baby.
Yeah, 2Time Baby on there. Not an unmasked signee. Just an affiliate, I guess. Yeah, I helped a little with the mixing. But, you know, it's a little. Just have to throw myself in there. But, yeah, and then after that, the week after that, the next Friday after the soundtrack, he got a little special coming.
Yeah, a little special, huh?
Special, something.
Okay.
Do I want to announce it?
Nah, not right now.
We'll keep everyone in suspense for that.
Wait, we got the heat coming. That yeah.
Don't worry, the viewers will be ready. Everyone's gonna be ready for that.
Oh, so okay. I got it. Can't say nothing.
Nice, man. All right, last question. This one's for you, live. So tell me, would you ever do a TikTok with Quarantine Fit?
Oh.
I know you mentioned previously that you sold your soul to make that song. Now, would you ever do a TikTok if the fans wanted it?
It better hit a certain amount of streams right now.
How many streams does it take for you to do a TikTok to Quarantine Fit?
How many streams? We at 20K right now?
They're about, yeah.
Yeah, we're a little bit over 20K. Are you talking about with myself in the video?
Yes, with yourself in the video. Just you in Quarantine Fit. How many streams does it take for you to make a TikTok?
I want to see at least double.
At least double that?
40K.
All right.
40K. Y'all get Quarantine Fit to 40K, I might have to sell
might
myself.
Just have to drop a TikTok.
Nah,
everyone's gonna pray for you.
Yeah, I'd rather take
Oh man.
At this point.
Well, this has been fun, guys. I appreciate it. Soultre live. Thank you guys for coming out for the interview. Everyone that's watching, be sure to watch out for Live 1, the project coming out soon. We got Drake 2 dropping this Friday. We got the documentary dropping May 22nd. We got many, many more projects coming out in the works. So keep updated on our social media. That will be in the description below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.